Hello paper crafters, I'm Sunny Sky and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to share with you how to use these stamp cases. You can get them on page 206 of the new catalog. They come in a couple different sizes, thick and thin, and then the half case size. So I just thought I'd give you a couple ideas for things that you can do with these empty stamp cases. Now we have those Sizzix adhesive sheets that are 6 by 12, and what I've done here is I've loaded one of those adhesive sheets on top of some chipboard, and then when I'm dealing with a die that has lots of little bits coming out, I can just pop them out over this, so that instead of little scraps of paper all over my table or work surface, they just stick to this little sticky. So that's just adhesive right there, and it's just inside a empty stamp case. Now this one is the wood mount, but you could also do the clear mount stamp case just as easily, and that just keeps your workspace even and tidy. Another time when you will get sometimes little bits is if you are using the die brush, and we have this comes with the foam and the brush for those detailed dies that you're taking out of your Big Shot, and just to get the little pieces out of the die. And you've seen me use this before, but I do store this piece of foam in one of the wood mount cases. The die brush is a little too thick. It does not fit inside the case with the foam. If you're traveling with it, I just recommend a thick rubber band, just sort of attaching your brush to your case. So that's the second way to use the empty stamp cases. Third way is with our new Stampin' Shammy. And we have our Stampin' Scrub, but this Stampin' Shammy is the new thing that we have to clean your stamps. Works really great with the photopolymer stamps as well as the wood mount stamps. This is not the Stampin' Up! One. I had gotten one online just a few months before Stampin' Up! Came out with theirs. So the Stampin' Up! One is purple and it's thicker than this, but this is a larger sheet that I cut up into a 5 by 7 sheet and just store in the case, and it keeps it wet a little bit longer. Now with the Stampin' Shammy, when you're cleaning your stamps, you do not have to add our cleaner with it. You can just stamp it with water or clean it off with water. And when this gets dried out, you just simply refresh it with water, rinse it off, get the ink out. You will see that it does stain, and that's fine. This ink is not going to transfer back onto your stamp. It is just stained this chamois. So that is fine to use that. So that works really well, and it's great for travel. And then the other thing is sometimes you have a stamp set, and I've showed you this before, where you have matching dies. So the dies come in a plastic sheath right here, and actually this is the one for this die set. But I found that on that plastic sheet, they have the little cardstock backing, and the dies are sticking to it, and I don't like them. They come off hard, and once I get them off, I don't want to put them back in there. So I found these magnetic sheets on Amazon. I looked in my local store and I couldn't find any, but these are 5 by 7 and they fit perfectly. They actually are narrow enough to fit in this case if you want, but they stick out the top a little bit. But they also fit inside the stamp case because they are 5 by 7. So I got 20 of these for $12 or $13. So I thought it was a really great deal. They are magnetic on both sides, and so I just put those in my thing. And look, I actually have 2 here, and I didn't realize they're so thin. So that's an extra one I've got for something else. And then this fits in even if you have a stamp set that has 2 sheets of stamps and so many dies that you need 2 of these sheets, magnetic sheets. All 4 sheets will still fit inside this clear mount stamp case. So there are 4 ways to use your Stampin' cases. Well, I guess this one you're using an existing one, so you don't need an empty one. But if you have dies that don't match a stamp set, you could also store them in this case if you want to store them on the same shelf with all your stamp sets. So those are the ways we can use those empty stamp cases. I hope you found that helpful. Now go have some fun crafting today.